so if you are thinking about purchasing the Rise Garden, this is my very first harvest. This was only 30 days, and I'm going to show you basically how I did this, how I harvested, but also the process of setting up the Rise Garden. I'm going to go ahead and say now, I definitely recommend it. I cannot wait to make a salad with these lovely vegetables, and then also use these herbs, this basil, and some sage as well. So also use the herbs. So yeah, 6 soon. Okay, so it's harvest time, and this is my very first harvest. This is what the garden looks like now, very overgrown. First thing you're gonna need is a glass bowl. Next, you're gonna need some shears. And now let's get started. So this is bronze arrowhead lettuce, and first we're gonna start cutting at the base. And don't worry, it's definitely gonna grow back. So as you can see, just snip, snip. Don't worry, we're gonna speed this up a little bit.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
So this is really good. This lettuce can be used for a salad. You can put it on sandwiches. However you use lettuce. Put it on your cheeseburger. So I've cut most of it off, and actually we're done. So this is the end result of the harvest. Look at that. So excited. So next we have some red streaked Mizuna mustard. Now these were actually a little bit, of course it was easier to prune, but it was harder for me because they were tangled at the top. And I also didn't want to break them off. Like some of the newer ones, they were very gentle, or they were very brittle or easy to break. So I didn't want to break any of them off. And yeah, just started right here, cutting them down. This is the end product, and these are our results. Look at that. Now on to the basil. Now because the basil is so thick, I need to get some different shears. And with this one, you just want to cut, because this one's growing beyond the actual garden, I wanted to kind of trim it down some. So I took the first piece from the top. You can actually see it was starting to burn a little bit from the light. And then I just went on down and start clipping a little bit more, and then later I just end up taking the leaves off, but I left these two on there. And now let's move to cleaning the root system. So because I haven't cleaned the root system since I actually put the plants in here, you can see it's overgrown a lot, even got caught up in some of the actual components of the system. So what we're going to do is actually trim some of these roots, especially because we just end up cutting off a lot of the plant, and you can see, yeah, it's time. So I end up getting some scissors, and the first one I'm going to do is this basil. The basil roots, I never expected them to grow out of control like they did, but honey, they did a number on this garden, and you'll see it's even hard to just pull it out of here. I had to kind of wiggle it out, and you can see the actual top lifting up because it was so much, and the roots were entangled at the bottom. So once I finally get it out, you'll see. Look at that, just everywhere. So you can go ahead and start trimming them. I trimmed it down. The most important thing is just trimming it so that the system can continue to work properly. And yeah, and as you can see, I trimmed them down, and I did this for all of them. And once you finish trimming them, you're just gonna put them back into the water. I actually end up cleaning the system as well. So once you clean it, you're gonna refill it with water. And as you can see, they have a system over here to let you know when you reach the maximum amount of water for it. And after you put the water in, you're gonna have to check the pH level. So here's a pH meter to check the levels, and then also some of the components that came with the garden. So you'll add the Thrive and the Sprout to grow, and then this pH balancer, you'll use this to level out the pH of the water. All right, so let's do a review. Okay, so I just put some water in it, and I'm just putting the lids on them so I can put them in the fridge. That way they can last a little bit longer, because I'm not planning to use it either today or tomorrow. Okay, those two, and then I have these two in a jar. Now, I wanted to get started with a garden outside, but my husband ended up getting this for me for my birthday. So once I tried it, I was like, oh, this is perfect, because I don't really have a lot of time to tend to a garden outside. So this inside garden helps a lot. It's in here. They have the app. They have an app that you can use to, help you keep track of when to water the plants, check the nutrients, check the pH levels, and also when to harvest. So highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. If you want it, I have put the link in my bio in the comment section below, and definitely go ahead and check it out, along with the meter to check the pH levels and some of the other components that I, like I said, highly recommend. So that's it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will have more updates about the Rise Garden, but also just more home and garden things that are going on around here. So thank you so much for sticking around. I'll see you all in the next episode.